Hi everybody, welcome back to class. It's Mark again. I want to record this quick video to help with one of the homework problems that has stumped some of the folks in the class. Now, many people have already turned in their homework for this week, and this video is being recorded on Friday, January 29th. Of those who have turned it in already, some have absolutely gotten it right, but others have struggled with this. And I've also heard from a couple of students by text or by email that say that question 7 just doesn't make any sense. So I hope to explain it a little bit better. And if you've already turned in your homework for this week and you got that question wrong, I'll give you a chance to go back and correct it, as long as you do it before Sunday night. So let's take a look at we'll start with question 7b rather than 7a because 7a is the more complicated of the three. As you watch this, you'll want to have your textbook open to page 81 because that's what I will be referencing. Now, I wish I could show you my textbook, but I can't and do it in this video format. But if you follow along, I think this will make sense. Question 7b states, a single person with a taxable income of $35,000. If you look at the chart on page 81 and find that 35,000 falls between 9,076 and 36,900 for single taxpayers, and the rate is 15%, you've just overpaid your taxes. You can't take 35,000 and multiply it by 15%. The reason is that for a single taxpayer, they only pay 10% on the first $9,075. So to solve this problem, you're going to want to first take $9,075 and multiply it by 10%. And that will give you $907.50. Now the person's income was $35,000, but you've already paid taxes on the first $9,075. So to compute the rest of the tax at 15%, you're going to want to take 35,000 and subtract $9,075 because that part's already been taxed. And that means the amount that is taxed at 15% is $25,925. And that amount should be 3888.75. Now to calculate what their tax is owed, I would add $907.50 and $3,888.75. Add those two numbers together, and that's the amount of tax they owe. Further, if you take a look at question C, you can repeat the same process. They're married taxpayers filing jointly, and they have a taxable income of $72,000, which is in the 15% tax bracket. But again, they're going to pay 10% tax, as it shows on the chart, of the first $18,150. Again, do the math. 18,150 times 10%. Once you have that number, take their full income, 72,000, and subtract the 18,150 because they've already paid tax on that. Whatever that difference is, multiply that by 15% and then add the tax they paid on 10% and the tax they paid on 15%. Add those two numbers together and it will give you the answer. And then you can do the same thing for 7a. There's a further explanation of this if you look at page 83. It gives an example of tax due for a married couple filing jointly of $95,000 in taxable income, and it shows that they're in the 10% bracket and the 15% bracket and the 25% bracket. And to compute their tax owed, you have to add the totals from each bracket. I hope that helps. Again, I know this was a tricky question. It's one of the more tricky ones that you'll see in this class, and I don't think this question is on the final exam, so you can say hooray about that. If you turned this question in and didn't get it right, go back, take a look at it again. I'm sure you will spot your error quickly. Send me a note and give me your updated answer. If you're still working on it, well, I hope that helped. If you got it right, congratulations. You figured it out without this little video. As always, reach out to me if you need me. 812-498-4200 is my text number. You can send me an email at mstenger and the number 1 at ivtech.edu, but I prefer text messages because I can answer them more quickly. I hope this helps everybody. Good luck. I'll see you around.